Hi, welcome to Advomi. I'm data analytic consultant Siddhant, and today I'm bringing you a new course, Python, that is Explore to Data World. As we know, today everywhere we are talking about the Python, and Python is emerging technology programming language all over the globe. So Python, what is Python? Why it is used? Where it is used? It is the most demanded technology across the globe. So we will see how we can program. So Python is a general purpose programming language that is becoming even more popular for data science, machine learning, artificial intelligence. Not only programming language, it can be used in the real kind of application as well. Companies worldwide are using Python to harvest insight from their data and gain a competitive advantages. So there are many things are available in Python. We will explore in this PPT about what is the basic concepts in Python as well as where we can use Python in the real-time world. In a general way, when we talk about like learning Python, so it gives boost to programmer a wide variety of career path to choose from. It is an open source technology, open source programming language. Rather than mention as a technology, it is a programming language. It is a better term used that is used in web programming. We can use for the data for the with Django. There are so many tools are associated with Python. So we can use widely in terms of the web programming, data science, artificial intelligence, and many more scientific applications. Learning Python allow the programmer to focus on solving problems rather than focusing on syntax. What does it mean? It means it's a more like a language. It's more like a conversation kind of language. It's not like a very syntactical high kind of language. If you miss the syntax, it gives you a help up and you can easily resolve the conversation as well. So it's relatively comparatively very easy compared to the other competitive programming languages like Java, C++, .NET, or any other programming language. It is a bunch of libraries based on our requirement, based on the application requirement or business requirement. We can use Python accordingly. So this is like a picture of Python, and we can jump to the Python now. I think this is a like a little bit base for the Python, and now we can try to explore the data world in terms of the Python. Moving to the second slide. So introduction to Python. As I mentioned in the beginning of the slide, Python programming language is one of the most popular programming language in the world right now. With the ease of access and easier implementation of complex looking tasks, the Python programming language has made its marks in the IT industry. So this is, I'm reading through the slide. This is slide for you. You may read also. And this is a feature of Python. Python is using by different set of IDE are available in the market today. Even you can do the Python programming in the notepad and run behind the scene, as well as you can the IDE stands integrated development environment. There are many tools available in the market now. In our tutorial, in our presentation, or in our course, we will use Anaconda using Jupyter. Whether there are so many tools available in the market like PyCharm, Visual Studio. So this is the flexibility of Python. It's you can do programming at any level and in any kind of framework as well. This is not bounded, and no need to worry about the licensing because this is a free open source technology. So you can pick from the net, just download and start working together. I hope this is, you can look this slide and we can move to the next. So why to learn Python? As I mentioned at the beginning of the slides. So Python is a comparatively with the other programming language, it is easy in terms of the language, in terms of the syntax. It is an intended based programming language, means the indentation is also important. And the other thing we can see here, like Python is a high level interpreted, interactive and object oriented scripting language. It's a programming language as well as a script. So Python, there is a derivative, another language, Jython also, which is used as automation kind of script programming. So that thing can also be used. There are the certain key advantages of Python. Python is interpreted, interactive, object-oriented, and it's a very beginner language. Python is not a today's language. It's originated in 1980s. Is the older than Java. 1980s, or I should say 1990s, late around 1985 onwards, it is derivative. And initially Java took the place, but now since like the last 7 or 8 years, Python is just stepping into the market, and there is a boom in the market in terms of the Python. So today I would say the era of Python, whether it's a programming, whether it's a gaming, whether it's a web e-commerce applications, analytics, machine learning. There are so many areas where the Python is performing in a great manner, great sense of manner. I think I should give you here where how we can use a Python, where we can code the Python as well. But just let jump into the Python of the characteristics of this programming language. So it's a functional as well as the structure-based programming language, and it includes the OOPS concept, object-oriented programming. So it has an inheritance, encapsulation, polymorphism. So all kind of these concepts are already in this course. Also, we will definitely provide, once you jump into the programming, definitely we will cover all kind of basic syntax, then OOPS concept, as well as the connectivity with the databases. So many programming, in terms of the programming, yes, we have basic concepts as well as the advanced, whatever the available in the market. So it can be used as a scripting language and compiled byte to byte as well. It's provide high level dynamic data types and support dynamic data type checking. It's support the automatic garbage collection. So you don't need to worry about the garbage part. In most of the programming, older language, we need to worry about the memory space, the deleted space. So in case of Python, you don't need to worry. It always sync with the system and automatically delete the garbage data as well. And it can be integrated with any tool. It's an open source technology, so you can deploy anywhere, whether it is Windows, Linux, any kind of OS, as well as it can be integrated with other technologies, other tool as well. You can in and out with the Java application, Corba, ActiveX, you can use DivX. So many terminologies, all programming languages open supported for Python as well. The last slide as a theory I will cover. Then we will jump into the tool where I would like to explore you the applications of Python. So these are the features which makes Python rich, why we should learn, where we can use. So we can see like easy to learn, easy to read, maintenance is very easy, a broad set of library. If person is from the scientific background, they can use the NumPy as a library. If the person is dealing with the data, a large amount of data, they can use the pandas. So there are so many things are available in the Python. If someone is working for the data visualization, now there is another boom in the Python. They are the gaming. So they are using for the basic stuff, they are using Matplotlib library as well as the Cbond. So there are many libraries are also inbuilt. You just need to import the library and start visualization or the start programming as well. So portable, extendable databases connectivity is a large, I think all possible databases available in the real market today, it can be easily connected with Python. You just need to provide the connection string and authentication and authorization over there. GUI programming as well as the scalability of Python is so rich. That's why this is the best tool. Best programming is in all over the globe now. I think you should go for the Gartner chart and you can check which programming language is leading in which area. This helps you to decide a career in Python as well. So let's jump into the Anaconda to give you the overview part. So I'm going figure out Anaconda here. So this is a development environment.
Yes, sir, I can see the screen.
Thank you. It's taking just time. It's a big software. It's a big tool. So it's taking time once you step into, but once it gets open, it is easy to do the switching. So this is a like Anaconda navigator. This is the IDE for this. So you can see there are many things are available. So no need to get confused. For our requirement, this is Jupyter notebook. 6.0.3, we are supposed to use this editor for the for our Python programming. So I'm going to launch. Click on the launch. You can see there is a R Studio also. So if someone want to learn the R, so they can go for this, need to install, and they can do the R programming as well in the same IDE. So I'm going to click on the Jupyter notebook and it will open in the browser. So now you can see this is my Jupyter, this is my individual place. So you can see there are so many programs are already developed. So I will give you some overview on that. So this is a Jupyter and this is a collection of files. The first tab it is showing here, which shows all the directory available in your machine as well as the programs where you stored. So there is a list of programs, around more than 20 programs are here. There are the runnings. So runnings, how many, this is a system information like currently running Jupyter process, terminals information or notebooks, and the cluster information. Because this is my standalone system, so this is a no cluster, but in case of like a large computer on the server, you can get the cluster information as well. So I'm coming back to the files and going to the rightmost, we can see there there is a upload and there is a next tab is a new. So if we click over here.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is a program. This is a one of the advanced program in terms of the Python. I'm using here a different library as well, Cbound. So Cbound is a library where we can use the advanced kind of chart, advanced kinds of graph over here. So this is a simple program, but you can see there are so many libraries are available like NumPy for the numbers calculation, Pandas for the dealing with the set of data arranging in a form, Matplotlib is for basic graph, SciencePy is for scientific calculation, and Cbound is for the advanced graph. So these are the libraries. We don't need to worry what kind of informations are available in the libraries. We just need to import in our system and we can arrange the data. You can see like how we can arrange the data. The first line is showing some flight dummy database which load the data and we can plot the data accordingly. We can see the number of passengers and accordingly y-axis is for the months, and we can see the variations, how many, the flexibility of Python as well as the library here. So there are plenty of options. So in this is a very good example, is a collection of multiple files as well as multiple libraries, and we can see how the flexibility in terms of data visualization. So the same files as well as some more files can be used for the different applications like for the data science, artificial intelligence, and many more. That's why Python is very rich in terms of learning. So I would like to say the person who are in the IT background or non-IT background, they are willing to make career in terms of the artificial intelligence or the data science, they should learn Python in this way. At least they should try for this course. And I would like to suggest if you really want to know more, if you really want to learn more, please reach to Admomi. This course is designed for the people who want to make career in terms of the Python programming language, web scraping, data visualization, artificial. So just before a couple of minutes, we have seen the Anaconda, how in the Jupyter, how can we explore Python in terms of the data visualization, some basic programs. And we have a plenty of courses available in terms of those applications. So like Python, for any programming, if you're looking for that, obviously we should go for the Python basics. So we are covering in this course, this is a slide you can go through for this one by one. But yes, we will cover the object-oriented classes as object-oriented programming, in which it includes the variables, data types, flow control, functions, file handling, database connection, and many more. All the loops are there. So you can go through for this. So for any programming, you must need to go through for these basic stuffs. Next, moving to the slide, this is the for advanced version of Python, which features make Python rich. So we can see here like generators in Python, iterators, Python decorators, Python modules, system programming, and databases. Obviously, these are the things without knowing or connecting these things, you cannot make a boost in your career. So once you do the basic course of Python, you must need to attend this one also. So these are the like one for the programmings. If we move to the next, people who are interested for the data science, after learning the basics, they can go for the data science and how we can use data science. We have this picture available. We can go through for this like introduction to data science, statistics and probability for data science. There are certain libraries, there are many more, but these are the most popular libraries in Python like NumPy, Pandas, Matplotlib, Seaborn, Scikit. So these are the things, and some science kind of project and models are available. In the models, we will test, train, and educate the model as well. So this is the area of data science. Data science is a huge area. You can see there's a lot of things are available like analytics, web, distributed systems, scientific computing, machine learning, and stats. So as per my skill set, I can give you the exposure as well as the learning in terms of the machine learning and stats, analytics, web, and scientific computing. I'm not a part of the distributed system because for this we need a big set of the system. So distributed system, maybe other guy from the admin could educate you as well. Now moving to the next slide. This is for the machine learning. So machine learning is more intended towards the algos development and the TensorFlow kind of programming. We educate the machine, test and train as well. So these are the features, these are the properties we are supposed to train in the machine learning. This is the standard course. So for these build up, obviously we need to go for Python first, basics, and then we can go for the machine learning programming. We can see here like how the things are working for machine learning, like introduction to machine learning concept, then some basic mathematics like median mode or some basic sine cos curve. Then the learning will start to in terms of the machines like supervised learning, unsupervised learning, reinforcement learning, and there are libraries which are using for machine learning like TensorFlow, scikit-learn, machine learning algos, classification. There are so many things are available within the machine learning as well, and we will definitely provide the introduction to neural networks as well as the deep learning in the subset of machine learning. Even the deep learning as well as the neural networks is a different is a complete like a big course. If you start learning these things, it will take years to learn, but yes, we are here to give you some platform to give you boost in the career in the path of the machine learning as well. So we are working, so how we are working on the different area in terms of the Python. So we can see like how Python can connect it with the different level of the applications, whether it is in terms of the data science, machine learning, data visualization, programming word, as well as the artificial intelligence. So best of luck and just jump into the Python world. This is all from my side. Thank you.